The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 20th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. Oh, out of space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on it, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for a quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Quick release on the RPO. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with the pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with a threat.
Snags it down the right side. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Squirrel.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into bounds because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. Turning it on. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. The 20. He's at the touchdown Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Safe completion on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on the heels.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Love. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Toss to the outside. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Snagged in the middle, it's Knight. It's a running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays. And
he's loose. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Right on the money. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive firing. The screen, he's got wheels. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air on first down. Short hands, it's Fields. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauly. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Quarterback adapting. Fires into the end zone. Big fella moving. Makes the grab but there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a fourth down stop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On first down, the quarterback sneak. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Pressure coming. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
They'll give it to Johnson. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Here's the return.
The return is tackled down at the 29, and the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jennings. That's caught. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lowers those pads. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch, it's Price. Couldn't ask for much more there, a first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's now 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Creates a little space. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Wide open spaces. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 11 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
That's caught. It's Fields. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive, got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. On third down, going up top. Lions is man, it's Knight. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll send the back in motion. They want to run it left here. Nice move to keep running. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 22 over Arizona. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go to the air on second and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Finds his man. It's Fields.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep. The
Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end getting vertical. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now from inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.